Money, money, money must be funny in Taya's world.
Mm-hmm.
Now coming up to the plate, it's Sakito Wilson. You're broke.
Try to cash it in, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Money, 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 money. Yeah, I don't know any more money songs other than the one.
Money.
Mhm. Keep your hand off my curry. Welcome to the Sentai Hero Special here on the Morphin Network. I'm Mike. That's Jared. That's Clement. They are both obscenely tired because they had to carry heavy stacks across town because we are discussing Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger, episode 19, Amanogawa and the Path of Heaven. You know what's really weird is that that has absolutely nothing to do with the episode other than the very beginning and the very end of the episode.
It was I'm guessing it's a mandatory thing with Sentai. Like, nah, you gotta cram this holiday in somehow. Like, but we wanted to tell a story with money, you know?
Like how Power Rangers would always have an obligatory clip show episode focusing on Halloween or Christmas.
Pretty much, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep, say what you will about the Jonathan Zacher seasons. At least they handled the Christmas episodes a little bit better than the Chip Lynn seasons. Halloween episodes are about the same, but the Christmas episodes, yeah. I'd rather the Christmas episode take place before the finale, because that way the finale actually feels like a finale.
You hear that, Hasbro?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear that, Saban, in its second half of its second era.
Mm-hmm. And shame on you, Hasbro, for having a whole Play Store but no Power Rangers in it. You got Transformers, you got whatever other Hasbro-owned entities but don't have Power Rangers in it. Fail.
Mm-hmm.
But I digress.
Kind of makes me wonder, why did Saban even sell it to Hasbro in the first place? Because,
money.
Wasn't Power Rangers already making money? You got the Legend toys. All you have to do is renew the contract for the Sentai. That's the only main thing you have to worry about.
They want more money. That's why.
It's not like what's it called? It's not like there was a significant improvement in quality of the actual show. In retrospect. I mean, don't get me wrong. The cast were fantastic, and there were some decent character moments, but as a whole, there wasn't that much of an improvement moving over to Hasbro era. So it's
nope.
It's if you didn't tell me Hasbro bought it out, I probably would not have noticed.
Mm-hmm.
And not like there were a bunch of toys by Hasbro, because shucks, I almost didn't see any of them. Yeah, you got the lightning figures, but those aren't technically the toys. That's just Hasbro's answer to SH Figure Arts.
It's that's their version of the Legacy Wave.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah.
Even same different mall I was at, still in the same state of Jersey. Go to a Toys R Us, and that's where you'll find most Power Ranger toys. And even then, you would expect it to be Cosmic Fury, but it's not. It's just Dino Fury stuff.
Did they even make toys for Cosmic Fury outside of the Morpher and the basic Megazord?
Not sure about that.
Because all I've seen was just the Morpher and the basic Megazord. Heck, I didn't even see the basic Megazord. I just know that some people on YouTube found
you have
the Megazord.
You have to go far for that.
and I do mean like
or order on Amazon.
you can only get like the 5 Zords: Leo, Lupus, Chameleon, and Dorado. Like they didn't have Aquila or Libra or Ophiuchus or Scorpio. Like they only had like just the very first 5 Zords from the first episode of Q Rangers. So it's like, what?
Yeah, it was just they just felt obligated to make the toys, and then it's like, all right, we're done.
Yeah, yeah, mishandling. I mean, because look, man, it's like people love Power Rangers, dude. Like you might not think that like as many people like Power Rangers as they like Transformers, but that could be further from the truth because I mean, just look at Power Morphicon every year. And shout outs to Scott for having it every other year, and even Ranger Stop and Pop. Hi, Mike, how you doing? Like freaking, there's like so many fans turning out to these events, you know, and there's people who are only able to attend Ranger Stop and Pop, and there's people who can only attend Morphicon, and yet both shows are constantly sold out. Like they're pretty crowded. I mean, they're not Anime Expo crowded because somehow Scott is better at training his staff than Anime Expo is.
Mm-hmm.
But
true.
But like, yeah, it's like I never see the place completely empty, and the one time I did was literally because I was like the first attendee to show up.
Yeah.
So like, of course it's gonna be empty if I'm like the first person there. But guess what? The second person that's gonna be there will find the place slightly less empty because I'm already there.
Oh no, it's Hasbro, clean up your mess.
Yeah. But you know, at the end of the day, it's all about the ATM.
Oh my god.
The automated telling
machine. Yeah, you know, it's like, you know, it's funny. It's like, I remember one time Connor McKnight said, who would believe a bear mushroom ATM monster? Well, who's laughing now, Connor? Who's laughing now? But I do love how like Team Rocket basically like pantomime the 3 letters of ATM. So it's like it kind of reminds me of that running gag from the first 2 seasons of Pokemon where it's like, hey, look, it's that girl with hair like this, and a guy with hair like this, and a Meowth that can talk. Well, your Pokemon was stolen. Who could have stolen your Pokemon? Well, there was a girl with hair like this. There's a guy with hair like this, and a Meowth that can talk.
Team Rocket.
Yeah.
Rocket.
Yeah. I hate how like because of my camera angle, I can't just like do like. There we go.
But speaking of Pokemon, you got the ISA agent. Literally just watched this episode. I forgot her name already. But
Yaibu?
No. Dami Mommy. She's over here.
Yaibu, yeah.
Dami Mommy, yeah. She's over here simping over Boondari. Like, I wish we could be more than friends, but we have to keep things strictly professional. I mean, I guess.
Yeah. And meanwhile, like freaking Boondy and Sakito are being like absolute homies. And she's like, you guys can't be homies.
She's like, what are you doing? You guys can't be out here fraternizing with humans. Like, what are you talking about? But then,
it's like if you'd be able to do that, then I could go to do. But I mean, have appropriate work dinner with Boondario. I mean, Taya. Yeah.
That. Ain't nothing appropriate about that dinner she wants. But hey, this is a kids show. Well, this is a Japanese kids show, so they'll probably be coming out of pocket. Never mind.
Yeah, it's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 Bridge, where it's like, well, Yugi, if you could summon the Millennium Puzzle, like, what would you wish for? Oh, that's easy. Taya's pan. I mean, Tristan's panties. You have so many problems, Yugi. So it's like, I want to have dinner with Bundar. I mean, Joe. Yeah, Joe. Because we're both working for the law office. There we go.
Mm.
$10 says she has a pillow with Bundaria's face on it with other mechanisms I will not say on this channel. But
I mean, it would be the weirdest thing considering how just 2 seasons ago, Inuzuka had a very enthusiastic fan. So, yeah.
Nah, and then even the season before that, we got Stacy and the whole. I'm still trying to figure out how the hell that happened. How did you have 1,000 wives? How did you produce a human?
He had a wife for every Pokemon that existed at the time.
Zenic Hydra, somebody, please. How? What?
And in the season before that, what the heck happened to Natsumi's eyebrows?
The world may never know.
Yeah, it's kind of weird seeing like someone who looks like a little girl but wears like a fully like professional suit. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, that's right. It makes you feel old. It's like you were just this little jit. Now you.
Yeah. It feels like it was only yesterday when you were teaching Geki Red how to wait for the freaking soup to finish boiling.
You're just a little jit. Now you running the whole agency with your mom.
But the weird thing is, she's still short. She was still short. It's like it's tall and blue, and you're short and red. You had a whole yin yang thing going. But yeah, so Boon Boon is still having anxiety because apparently they did a race together at one point at the Milky Way Cup.
Yep.
And apparently Bundario had cold feet, so he's like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna go through the crazy accelerators jump.
He didn't want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Sorry.
I wish I could fly. Da, 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 da. Watch, I bet, if I swear if Bundy had like human features, I bet he wouldn't just like jump over that ramp. He'd be like,
yeah.
But we like go forward, like the after that we go to the scene where those team Rockets of the Hashirians, they were just worried. Oh, Yaru is gonna is being warned that if you don't gather gasoline, Yaru will be remodeled. But as they're enjoying their time, a girl out of nowhere just was so excited that she says
to get her paycheck.
Yep, she got her paycheck, so she just needs to cash it out at the ATM. But when they heard when the Hashirians heard payday, they were thinking, payday,
payday. Yeah, that's that one thing that Meowth can't do.
Yep. So they followed the girl, and they for a second I thought they were gonna put that key ignition on
I thought it was going
her paycheck on her paycheck, but it turns out they put that ignition on the ATM machine, and this is a very fun monster in this episode.
Yeah. Who would believe a bear mushroom ATM monster? Oh, and by the way, they did start inserting Sakito to the theme song this episode.
Oh,
For the most part, he's just like eating random food when it's his turn to do the intro thing. Mm-hmm. But for the ending dance, it's like he just shows up in a tiny little bowl. Like we didn't have enough time to just like reshoot everything.
It's the Shinkenger effect, where even with the Sixth Ranger, you'll see him in glimpses, but it's still majority the main team. Mm-hmm. So it's just like how it used to be with my most knowledgeable version of something like that is Shinkenger. But Gokaiger onward, it has gotten better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and with Ninja, they just like put the Sixth Ranger like upside down, like at the top of the screen.
Yeah, but at least they feature him there.
But yeah, oh yeah, and Sakito's constantly broke, which is why he can't afford food. And Joe, he used his paycheck to get exercise equipment, which is on par for Joe. I like Joe.
Games do not stop, so Joe, I get you.
Yeah, like Joe's got a good head on his shoulders.
He paid all that money for a Bowflex.
Yeah, or a Peloton.
Maybe a Total Gym.
Yeah, it's like I want to be strong like Chuck Norris. Then everyone's gonna take me seriously. But so the Hashirians, they summon an ATM monster, and basically it's kind of like that one boss from Bloodstained Ritual of the Night where it's like he uses money to fight you, and there's like a part in the boss fight where like he just steals all the money you have on you and turns it into health. So like if you have 1 million gold, he will have 1 million hit points. But if you're broke, he won't be able to heal himself. So, and he even like makes a comment like, "What? You're broke? What?" and the ATM monster is basically like that. Like if you have some money on you, you're gonna get crushed by a bunch of massive dollar bills.
They're like, oh, how dare you have money?
You have money.
Crushed by the weight of my own finances.
Yeah.
And then we realized that was what happened. So yeah, like first they used Joe as a shield because basically each hero knows
because like he just spent all his money.
He knows
and they were smart enough to have Taya evacuate, because imagine if Taya got hit by that attack.
Oh, he'd be dead.
Yeah, because like we don't know how rich he is. We just know that he is.
Yep.
Yeah. So naturally, using Joe as a shield, they manage to like fight off the monster. He regrows. Boondario goes on the offensive, turning into his giant robot form like he normally does. And yes, even Bundy is out there, and like he's got the flight powers. But the thing is, when he uses the money beam on Bundy, it ends up hurting him. What? Beauty, why are you affected? Yeah, see, boss, I was saving up some money for something. It's like, you mean we were going hungry for nothing?
It's like, what were you gonna tell me about that, bruh?
We were starving. We died of hypoglycemia right in front of Yaibu. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the free curry, but like, why didn't you tell us? We could have gotten 100 yen ramen at the Family Mart.
Hey, the BNDE was actually planning on something, so who knows?
Maybe we'll find out next episode what he was saving that money on.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting. But
and I love how like the monster does a cheap shot where like he pretends that like, oh, the money's jammed.
Yeah,
I'm like,
paper jam.
Like
right?
For us Americans, that is such a relatable frustration to have, because it's like we ain't about that human interaction with the bank teller. It's like we just want to go to the automated teller, deposit our money, and then cry on our way back to the car from the ATM, because as we're walking to the car, we're using our phones to like pay our bills directly, almost instantaneously. It's like, I just put the money into my bank account. I'm not gonna be able to have a minute to appreciate it. Like, I mean, look, that's just the way I am. Like I just like deposit my money like near the end of the month, and then just like pay my bills on the foot walk back to my car. So by the time I get to the car, my bill's already paid. But it's like I didn't get to have a minute to appreciate the money added to my bank account. Yeah. I don't know about you guys. Like what kind of bill payers are you guys? Like do you like pay your monthly bills at the start of the month, or do you do it like at the end of the month?
I guess it depends for me. Like sometimes it's like middle of the month, end of the month. I guess it depends on the bills.
Well, just like in the middle of the month, because that's when the bank like send me the new statement.
Yeah.
So once I receive the new statement, then I just see how much I spent just to make sure, and then I just pay it all off. Because if you purchase something and if it's not like what you expected, you probably need like at least a month to get your refund, and once you get your refund, then you pay off the full statement.
Yeah. No, I know that there's like also like the minimum thing. Like I don't recommend it, but it's like, one thing that really annoys me is how like I have to pay on the third. I have to pay my bill on the 30th of the month, but the statement shows up on the 7th of the month. So it's like I have this like 1 week period of like I'm scared of spending money for this whole week. I would feel less terrible if like the bank statement showed up on the 3rd, for example, instead of the 7th, because then it's like 3 days of anxiety is better than 7 days of anxiety. But naturally, it's like, oh, it was all a trap. He wasn't really like the paper wasn't really jammed. And I love how it's like, he lied to us. This is fraud. We need to get you arrested for bank fraud. But the thing is, there was no transaction to claim fraud on. It's like I gotta appreciate the comedy of that. It's like that's got to be bank fraud. We need to report this to the authorities, but there's no fraudulent transaction though.
That's what, yeah, basically, Gembo low key was another like just goat this episode. He's like, first off, he's like, how are you gonna report this? There's not a way. And then even when they first discovered the paper on the people, Gembo's just like, tuck this away for later.
But as this is as while the Boonboomgers were fighting the ATM monster, like I think it's smart that they had the Boom Boom Red out of the picture because he is vastly wealthy. So if those money like were to land on his head, can you imagine all that ton of money weight? Yep, it will crush him. So that's like almost the weight of a bank vault. Can you imagine that crushing on you? That's crazy.
Like I said, it's kind of like
Scrooge McDuckie.
It's kind of like fighting that one dude from Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, where it's like like midway through the fight, like he like sucks up all the money you have on you, and that money's converted to health for him. So it's like if you have like 1 million gold, he's gonna recover 1 million health, and I will not want to have to deal with that. Meanwhile, if you have like less than 1,000 gold, he's only going to like recover by whatever that amount is. He's like, what? You're broke. Why are you even here?
I'm here because I am broke.
Yeah. So it's like, definitely fight this guy before you fight that slot machine monster in the Citadel, because there's another boss who's like a slot machine monster. And if you hit 777s, you get like 700,000 gold or something like that, or 7 million gold. So definitely don't fight these two bosses back to back. Yeah. But yeah, so like Bundy's like, Boondario, are you still too scared to fly?
Stop being such a chicken S word. I'm not gonna say it here. stop being a little punk. Take my wings and fly.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I love that one line from Sonic Riders where like Sonic defeats Jed in that one race in Sky Garden. He's like, even without wings, I can still fly. Yeah, like that, like just the way that line was delivered, it was surprisingly good. I imagine a lot of people were not fans of Sonic Riders, like plot wise, but like, or the fact that it's a racing game. But honestly, like that one line, it was just delivered so well. Like it remains in my zeitgeist. Yeah.
Now we have Wing Boonboomger Robo.
Yep. Which is basically a ripoff of Mega Voyager Wing Formation.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
That is exactly it. But yeah, then Ty is like, "Whoa, you guys are having fun in the air. I went on that. I want in on that. Yeah, let me in on that one. Let me in, coach." So Ty comes up with this brilliant idea to be part of the Robo formation, and he's like, "Hey, shoot us! Come on, we want it." They're like, "Whoa, what are you talking about, man?" And comes crashing down hard. That had to have been like the worst, like feeling like you're on a roller coaster and you're just going down OD fast. They must have been like feeling the pressure.
Yeah. It's like a boost thing. It's like how in Kamen Rider 5 when he uses the Crimson Crash against the Crocodile Orphanog and he just like bat smacks him up in the air. It's like, oh, now I have the distance I need to use my Fize Knuckle, and then like I just like go all the way down with that Fize Knuckle to finally defeat Mr. J. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna use these 7 figures of money to come crashing down on you. That was like really well done. I actually like that strategy, and like this is something we could expect of Ty. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that in mind, you know, Oswald that ends well for our heroes, and they start writing their wishes on the not Christmas tree. And what's really funny is how it's like, I mean, Mira, Joe, and Genbu, they have the kind of wishes that like you'd expect them to have. But like what's really funny is how like Ishida's wish is like top secret.
Yep. You ain't gonna know what my secret is. Probably something to do with the aquarium.
Yeah, probably. And what's it called? Meanwhile, Yaibu's wish is I want to go driving to the beach with Boondario and grow a vegetable garden with Boondario so I could eat a lot of curry with Boondario. Did I mention I want to spend time with Boondario? I love Boondario so much. Did I say love? I mean, I respect him as a coworker. Yeah, that's right. That's what I meant to say. Dang it. Why did I write all that down? I'm too busy thinking about Boondario.
No, I feel like the end of the series, she's gonna ride Boondario like a pony.
Oh yeah. Also, she writes, I want Boondario to call me Yayube chan or like whatever her nickname is.
That's what Sakito called her.
Yeah.
She like, babe.
Yeah, and so like, and I feel like that's not gonna happen to like the very end of the season.
I don't even think it's gonna go that far. Boondario, you know, is got his sights set on racing.
It's like part of me wants to make the joke about Futurama. It's like homosexuality is a travesty against Robo God. Do not let your shiny bolts and plates make enjoy the pleasures of the organic flesh. Lord have mercy. But the thing is, Boondario is not a robot. So is it robosexuality? Really?
It's just bestiality.
That's probably worse.
Oh, it is. It is. But this is Japan. Remember, this is Sentai. We literally just went through Stacy's dad. That's robosexuality. So
yeah. But yeah, and of course, Taya and Boondario got like the most basic wish. It's like, oh, I wish to win the Big Bang Grand Prix.
Yep. Which is it's a good way for us to really indicate that we're still part of the Big Bang Grand Prix arc after introducing our 6th hero, and we're just having a nice little chill, calm down episode before we get to the next bit, which honestly feels a little soon to happen, but I think what happens in the next episode might actually play well into the whole arc of the Big Bang Grand Prix. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm be for real. I'm not even gonna be here for this episode. I have to go to the One Piece Symphony, so I'm gonna be missing the one episode I need to see.
You mean the whole?
I'll be dressed up to the nines.
But, no, I'm not gonna lie though. Like, I feel like choked up whenever I hear the 5th opening to One Piece because Long Ring Long's probably my favorite pre-time skip arc. It's like gotta put some respect on Silver Foxy's name.
My favorite one is Share the World. That's just because it's from the K-pop group TVXQ. So.
But like I would have to say my second favorite is the 13th opening from the pre-time skip. The one where they're at Marineford. I really hate how Netflix and Hulu they just like use We Are. No, not even We Are. They use Jungle P for like 3 whole seasons instead of the actual songs that those seasons belong to.
Tis for shame, Netflix.
And the weird thing is, it's like for like the 11th opening specifically, the one where they're in Saba Odi. It's like the images don't even match up to the music. Like if you're going to insert the wrong song into this opening, at least edit the video clips from the opening to match up to the music at least.
All right.
Like even Toonami, when they do their abridged versions of theme songs, they do a better job of it.
Yeah. I still don't enjoy when they do that, but it's still good.
Heck, I could even say like the abridged version, the Toonami abridged version of the 9th Black Clover opening, I actually kind of liked better than the proper TV opening in Japanese. Because the clips that they changed to match with the audio, they did it a lot better. Like it worked. It made like the theme song sound more intense than it originally was. Like, god damn it! For once, your abridged openings were actually better.
All about it.
Yeah, but no, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you definitely should never abridge their perfection.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Every single JoJo opening is perfection. Sonochino Sadame, Bloody Stream, Stand Proud, Sonochino Kyoku, A Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town, Chase, Great Days, Fighting Gold, Trader's Requiem, Stone Ocean, Heavens Falling Down, they're all perfection. Like, there's no purpose in abridging them. But anyways, but yeah, no, it's like freaking. It'd be interesting if like the entire final battle was the Big Bang Grand Prix. Like they're gonna have to fight the final villain midway through a race.
That'd be some real Hot Wheels type of stuff.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Like Acceleracers, where they're fighting. They're fighting the racing drones while they're racing, and then like towards the end, like very very end, like just like a few meters before the finish line, Tai has one last sword fight against like the boss of the space mafia. And honestly, part of it would be funny if like the boss of the space mafia just like bat slaps Taya, and like the impact causes Taya to fly towards the finish line.
So good.
Yeah, that would have been funny. And that is something you could expect Taya to do. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna let him hit me because him hitting me will get me closer to the finish line.
That'd be good. That'd be good in the series.
Yeah, but yeah, those are my thoughts. How about you guys? Like, what are your expectations for the series moving forward?
I'm enjoying it week by week, being surprised. As well, I'm excited to see how Mira's boyfriend reacts to her being a Boonboomger. I'm hoping it goes in the way of like he understands after the episode. If not, then I'm like,
I love that I called it that he would come back.
No, we all knew, it wasn't a matter of if, just a matter of when.
Yeah, but I did say, no, I can like first episode. I'm like, I can totally see this dude coming back and getting all salty. Yeah, and I can't wait to. And if he's going to team up with the Shirians, I imagine things would play out like Fresno Bob teaming up with Tenaya 15. I still can't get over the fact that you actually do have a mafia in Power Rangers. And not just one mafia, but five organizations, and Ziggy managed to piss all 5 of them off in one fell swoop.
Ziggy just got it like that.
Yeah, and what's funny is how like some of them, like one of the 5 families are called the Yo-Yo Brothers. Because when I'm imagining Yo-Yo Brothers, I'm imagining that episode of Yu-Gi-Oh where Joey was a part of a yo-yo gang, and then Yugi had to fight the gang members on top of a dilapidated rooftop, where like just like throwing your yo-yo causes holes to show up on the roof.
Okay.
Oh
yeah. Like freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 is not just obscenely underrated. It is insanely good. Like you got an episode where Joey Wheeler saves Nurse Joy from being essayed by Shinji's dad, and then Shinji's dad threatens to kick Serenity out of the hospital because of that. So then Yugi has to play a game of mini golf against him. I know that sounds like an insane way to describe an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh, but that's literally what happens.
I think I'm just lacking sleep, but I'm gonna just roll with that.
Yeah, no, like for real though. Watch season 0. Yugi even fights a terrorist bomber.
Okay, that one I do remember.
Yeah, you can like they would never show that in the US. Especially back then. But yeah, no, like freaking I'm loving this old series, and the more I watch, the more I like it more than Duel Monsters. Yeah, I said it. You're gonna have to live with that. But yeah, no, like this episode, I give it a 9.5.
I'm gonna stick with 10. Boonboomger hasn't really disappointed me, even though this is just chill. This is just a cool down. It's fun, you know? It's good. It's a good cool down episode.
I just think that like this week feels a little bit off compared to usual, but like I don't know if it's because like it's the episode that's a little off, or it's me being off, or it's like we're both a little off this week. And don't get me wrong, I love a lot of the humor in this episode. It's just like I'm not feeling that boon boon as much as some of the previous episodes, but it's still fantastic episodes. I recognize how fantastic it is. How about you, Clement?
I give it a 9 out of 10. It was a fun episode, and I'm actually thinking want to see more like what's the relationship between Boon Boon and Byondi, because the last couple of episodes it's like their rivalry or their racing rivalry back at their home planet against each other. So I want to see what's crazy about that.
Oh, I think I figured out like one of the issues I have with this episode. I think it's because of the fact that it really feels like a lot of the baggage that Bundario has involving Byondi are just such non-issues.
Well, remember, Bundario is Ash, and Byondi is just his Gary.
Yeah, but the thing is, even Ash and Gary had like legitimate like beef with each other throughout the first 2 seasons, but like here it's like
it's more of like a self-sabotage thing for Bundario.
Yeah, for Bundario. Yeah, exactly, because it's like Byoundi's not even aware that Bundario has baggage related to him. He's like, I thought we were cool, man. Like I did not think we had any kind of like issues, beef, grievances. I thought we were best friends, and you just disappeared suddenly. But like Bundario, it's like because like walking in, I thought it's like maybe like Byondi was like jealous of Bundario, or like he sabotaged him or something, or somehow defamed him in a way that disqualified him from the like there had to be like some kind of like legitimate drama. Like even like Lucas and that one dude from Time Force, like they had like legitimate beef in that one episode, Time Force, because that other dude he was doing illegal street races and he got arrested because like he injured someone during a race while Lucas got scot-free. Like that was like a legitimate grievance that between Lucas and that one dude. I forgot his name. But like here it's like feels like such a non-issue. It's like I can't face Byondi because he can jump off a ramp while I am too scared to do so.
Oh yeah, like that's just more of like that competition. That's the spirit of competition for Bundario is like, look, if I was able to do all the cool things you did, Byondi, I'd be better than you. But since you're so flashy, you're better than me.
Yeah. It's like if you want to like, I have to say like if you want to see a really good rivalry, even like rivalry between best friends, I would say watch the anime Hikaru no Go. Because here it's like you got Hikaru who has like no experience playing Go, but he develops an interest in it over time because like he has a ghost like teaching him how to play, while you have this already professional kid his age, Akira, who's like really good. And like in the first episode, Hikaru defeats Akira, but the thing is, it's not because he's like naturally talented or knows how to play. It's because it wasn't even Hikaru being the one who's playing the game. It's literally Sai doing it. But then like Hikaru has to like eventually deal with like, I'm inexperienced, I need to learn. And while Akira's like, I need to know who the Sai guy is. I need to know if Hikaru legitimately defeated me. Why is he like good some of the time but makes amateur mistakes on other times? So like you have like these legitimate like insecurities between the rivalry that they have to overcome throughout the 75 episode run of the show. But like here it's like Byondi has no beef with Boondario, it's like all in Boondario's head.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that scene from Kamen Rider Dragon Knight where everyone's like celebrating that they finally like deactivated all 6 transponders, and then like Adam just like walks in on everyone and sees them laughing. He just assumes they're all laughing at him. It's like, bro, we weren't laughing at you. We were like laughing because we were like celebrating because like we won. Thanks to you, by the way. Like, I feel like Boondario is Adam in that scene where it's like Bundy's making fun of you. He loves you, dude. Just get over it.
But now he respects him more as a rival now after seeing him just wing Boom Boom Jirobo. So
yeah,
because he's like, yeah, you have this team now who's got you to lift you and make you better. So now he feels like, okay, next time we race, you'll definitely have that drive to be better.
Yeah. Yeah, and I suppose that's it for our final thoughts on this episode. So let us know what you guys thought in the comments. Psycho Orange says, hello, everyone. Hello, Psycho Orange. How are you doing?
Voila.
Yo.
No money, no problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Good for Ishida for thinking about Taya.
He's always a step ahead.
He's always a step ahead. Maybe he's spending more time at the aquarium lately.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh wow, Bloodstain. I'm happy they finally released the final update. Yeah, they did with the what's her name? That new classic mode. I think that was the final update they had for it. Now we can start waiting on Ritual of the Night 2. Yeah, like I can't wait to see Ritual of the Night 2. I hope we don't have to wait till 2029 for it, because the original Ritual of the Night came out in 2019. So took us 5 years to finish all of the Kickstarter campaigns. All right. Imagine if Boonboomger was a Metroidvania. Lol. That's interesting. Like, how would that play out if it was a Metroidvania?
Well, that's your assignment, audience. That's your assignment for the week. Let us know how Boonboomger will be as a Metroidvania.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have to say probably the best way to do that would be to make it like I think it was Portrait of Ruin. I'm not sure if it's one of the DS games. It takes place in World War II, I think. And like you play as like a brother and a sister at the same time. You have to keep switching between them. I think that's how you're gonna have to like do the Boonboomgers. Like you're probably gonna have to have like 2 Boonboomgers working together, and you have to alternate between them. And if you want to switch out between like to have a different team of 2 Boonboomgers, like you have to go to a specific room or something. I don't know. Like, I mean, that's the only way I can imagine. I feel like this is not necessarily a game that would work as a Metroidvania. I think it's more of a beat 'em up style game, like literally every Power Ranger game to ever exist.
Yeah.
But I would say making it a Metroidvania would be an interesting twist compared to Super Legends, because it was a platformer. Or maybe, you just like reskin Rita Rewind. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's it for the comments, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Be sure to ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos, and be sure to share our videos because it helps us out with the algorithm. On Mondays, we do Kamen Rider Arc. Wednesdays, Ultraman Arc. Ultraman Arc. I swear, I'll get this right someday. Ultraman Arc on Mondays, Kamen Rider Gotchard on Wednesdays, Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger on Thursdays, and Kamen Rider Fies on Sundays. And because we did have technology issues yesterday, we are going to do this week's Gotchard episode tomorrow, which is Friday. So if you felt like you missed it, don't worry. You'll still catch it. technical issues do happen to the best of us. And sometimes because they happen so late at night, we have to wait till the following day to get them fixed. So it is what it is. And also check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we do various movie reviews and vlogs. We did the Crow movies, the Shrek movies, Naked Gun movies. Just this past week, Clement and I did Pump Up the Volume. And our next film is going to be A Family Torn Apart, starring the lead actors of not one, but two Laurie sitcoms. Back when they were much younger.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yes, this movie is available on YouTube for people to watch. So if you want to watch it with us, before we discuss it, you can just watch it for free on YouTube. And if you want to check out our personal content, Clementine, where can the people find you?
Find me on Instagram, Celia1031. I'm also on the Morphin Net, so I'm pretty visible to find.
Yeah. And Jared, where can the people find you?
You can find us over on Henshin Gate, just not this weekend. We'll be back Monday with our usual stuff. We'll be away.
Awesome. And you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kahoto and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKahoto. And lastly, if you want to meet us in person, we will be at Power Morphicon August 23rd to the 25th at the Pasadena Convention Center. A lot of fantastic talent are going to be there, and I can't wait to meet a lot of them. For some of them for the first time. And yes, here on the Morphin Network, we are going to start doing more interviews again. We recently did Mike Jodo and Jared Turner, so check those interviews out. And with that said, we'll see you guys next time, and stay safe and hydrated and all that. Have a good one. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.